Hey there, everyone. It's Gigi's Sober Son reading the 24-hour-a-day book for January 30th. As a reminder, I do this as a service, as part of my service work and practicing good habits of not only reading but also recording. I'm more likely to learn this stuff if I am doing it on the regular. And so here we go. January 30th. A drinking life isn't a happy life. Drinking cuts you off from other people and from God. One of the worst things about drinking is the loneliness. And one of the best things about AA is the fellowship. Drinking cuts you off from other people, at least from the people who really matter to you, your family, your coworkers, and your real friends. No matter how much you love them, you build up a wall between you and them by your drinking. You you are cut off from any real companionship with them. As a result, you're terribly lonely. Have I gotten rid of my loneliness? And this part here, happy, drinking life isn't a happy life. It reminds me of after I quit drinking, there was a guy who I got sober 20 or not 20, 3 weeks prior to, well, that'd be, 21 days, 3 weeks prior to my 24th birthday. And on my birthday, one of the guys, I was living in a tent on Incirlik Air Base, Turkey, about halfway through a 3 month temporary duty assignment when I decided to go to AA and get sober. I Anyway, I went downtown with him, and he was trying to get me to drink. And he says, "Okay, dude, you can let me buy you a beer, and then you can go back to drinking your little cokes." Not condescending or anything like that. And I was like, "It doesn't work like that, man." He was like, "I don't know why you're stopping drinking anyway. You were a fun drunk." And I was sharing about this in a meeting not too long ago, and I remember saying, everybody told me I was a fun drunk, and then it just dawned on me, this was the only dude who ever said I was a fun drunk. I had like one of my best friends who drank as much as I did, but he told other people, I heard it secondhand from other people, that he thought I was an asshole when I when I drank too much. So that was the truth of the matter. And it did cut me off from other people, and definitely from God. I had resentments towards religious people, and as I shared yesterday, maybe I because I didn't know, in my attempts to get good for God, and failure, by the way, as we all do, I tried to blot every idea of who God was out, or that there was a God, and I could do that. I thought I could do that with drugs and alcohol, but anyway, there was another part in here. People who really matter. Oh, the fellowship talks about the best things about AA is the fellowship. I'll tell you what, if I came to AA and that y'all just handed me a book and said, read this, you'll be fine. Well, I would have just added it to the stack of self-help books I already had on my shelf anyway. Books that I thought were going to fix me, but basically I never read them anyway. So, yeah, so I'll go ahead and yeah, drinking is a lonely business. I mean, toward the end, I worked overnights, and I would come home and my new wife and stepkids would be, at school and at work, and I would just drink until right before they came home, or my wife would come home around noon, and I would drink Blue Label vodka, play stupid video games until right before she came home, and I would just jump into bed and pass out. So that's some pretty lonely kind of drinking. Anyway, meditation for the day. I will sometimes go aside into a quiet place of retreat with God. In that place, I will find restoration and healing and power. I will plan quiet times now and then, times when I will commune with God and arise rested and refreshed to carry on the work that God has given me to do. I know that God will never give me a load greater than I can bear. It is in serenity and peace that all true success lies. I would agree with that. Not sure if I agree with God will never give us a greater load than we can bear. Otherwise, we wouldn't need Him. But in Him, yes, or whatever you call your higher power, I agree. As long as I'm grounded in my higher power, there's nothing I can't handle. There's no reason for me to pick up a drink. Let's put it that way. So anyway, I pray, and this is a prayer, the prayer for the day. I pray that I may strengthen my inner life so that I may find serenity. I pray that my soul may be restored in quietness and peace. So the word serenity was not in my vocabulary when I came to AA. Didn't know what it was. I had to have constant noise going on all the time. Whether it's the TV playing in the background all night long, whether it was music or something like that. It blew me away the first time I was doing a project around the house or something like that. And I'm a couple hours into it, and I realized that I don't have any music playing. And I was okay with that, and I was kicking ass on that project too. So anyway, yes, the quietness and peace, definitely the meditation. I have ADHD, but it's manageable when I'm meditating. Unmedicated. And that's super important for me, just to get that grounding. In fact, I haven't had an opportunity to meditate today, but I haven't got a lot of things going on. But this is one of the first days I haven't meditated, so maybe I'll get at that right before bedtime. So anyway, I love y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. It just helps the algorithms get it in front of people who may not be looking for it or subscribed. So, somebody out there that might need it and doesn't know about AA. So thanks for sharing, folks. Love you. Don't forget to always get your head up, look up, aim up, rise up.